Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to episode number 14 of FIFA 20 Career Mode. And we start today's episode off with a quick look at the league table. And as you can see, we sit just the 1 point behind PSG in our quest to win the league title. Hopefully, we'll be able to overtake them at some point in the season. But the first game of the episode is against Strasbourg, away in the northeast of the country. Let's head into it right away, and hopefully we can come away with the victory here today. I can't quite remember. They might have been 11th. I think they're definitely mid-table kind of team at the moment, Strasbourg. But anyway, we're away from home, so it might be a tricky game. We haven't been brilliant away from home. But anyway, here comes Strasbourg coming forward, looking to start off well, but it's a good save from Lopez to turn it behind for a corner. He got a bit too much space there, the striker, and probably had a bit more time than he thought to take a touch and put that one away better. But here they come again. It's chipped into the box and falls nicely for that man to take a hit on the volley. But thankfully, again, Lopez makes a save. But now, it's our turn to come on the counter-attack, and Dembele slides it to Depay, who turns inside, takes the shot on, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper to turn it behind for a corner. That was a nice turn inside from Depay. Opened up enough space for him to get the shot away, and unfortunately couldn't quite find the back of the net. The goalie making a pretty good save there. But the corner comes in, it finds Dembele's head, but his header is really poor. Goes well wide, and doesn't even hit the side netting, which is pretty poor. But it is pretty difficult to get the right amount of power on the flick on there. And now here comes Strasbourg, and they almost scored again. Lopez having to bail us out. But is there a chance for us to have one more chance just before the end of the first half? Not with passing like that, there won't be, and it might be Strasbourg who get the final opportunity of the half instead. Here's Da Costa looking to swing it in. It's headed away. It will come back through Lala. He finds Martin, and Martin is taken down by Aouar. It is a foul, so they'll have a free kick opportunity to make something happen, but it's a really poor free kick. Is it going to go out? Yes, it's going to go out. A waste of an opportunity there for Strasbourg, but we go into the half-time break with the score at 0-0. Let's hope the second half will be a bit more exciting after this boring start to the game. But Dembele has apparently been a bit disappointing in today's game. He hasn't really made anything happen, but he did play that nice ball through for Depay that almost resulted in us scoring a goal, so he's not been terrible. Anyway, as we move to attacking for this second half, let's hope we can pick up a goal that will give us the 3 points. But it's Strasbourg who look to come forward on the attack here, and it's that person whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce. And a lovely block from Anderson. Deflects the ball wide and over the bar for a corner, ensuring that one doesn't find its way into the back of the net. The corner comes in, a decent header just wide of the post from the attacker. That almost would have been 1-0, but now Lala on the wing looking to bring Strasbourg forward. It's chipped through from Martin, who plays it into that dude, and it's cut back for Fofana, and Fofana finds the back of the net. Unfortunately, late in the game, we go 1-0 down to Strasbourg through a counter-attack. That was a good ball. And that man, the guy with the tricky to pronounce name, with an A and a J and a Q, found the right pass with the cutback. Nice ball, a smart ball as well. It was put away, but is there one final opportunity for us to snatch a point? Dubois goes to Mendes. He finds Jean Lucas, and it's slid through for Guiri, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes the save. We were disappointed he couldn't put that one away. He probably should have, to be honest. Maybe he had a bit more time, could have taken a touch or two to set himself, and in the end his shot isn't good enough. We've got everyone in the box. It's a poor corner though, straight to the near post. And even though we try and get it back in the box, Mathiba gets it away, and that's full time. And unfortunately, it's a 1-0 defeat for us against Strasbourg. A really poor result, to be honest. If we're going to be challenging for the league title, we certainly need to not be losing games like this. That's for sure. And the worst thing about it is we were so poor. As you can see by the stats, Strasbourg were the better team, and comfortably the better team. So we really need to improve on that performance for the next game, that's for sure. But despite that poor performance, we managed to win the Manager of the Month award, which was great, I guess, though a little surprising. Anyway, a quick look through the youth scouting update. First, we start in Slovakia, where we've got some decent prospects. Tesarik looks alright. Cerny, though, is getting rejected along with Medved and Jehoda. Rybar might just keep his place, yep. Tessar, no. Skalicki will be a no as well, I do believe, yep. And Kovac might be alright, but those potentials with a possible low of 64 aren't that promising, to be honest. Next up is Belgium, where Vandenbroek looks like he could be a pretty decent player with a potential of 77 to 94. Lemons looks average at best, to be honest. And then we've got a couple of decent fellas. This guy's overall is well too low. Lars Goosen's a high overall and possible potential as high as 91. Looks like he could be pretty good as well. There's a bunch more average players. Louis Tice is okay, but his overall's pretty low. Jacobs is rejected, and I mean Mercier could be okay, but yeah, nothing absolutely standing out there from Belgium, unfortunately. But we move on to France, where we can have a look through 5 months worth of scouting, I believe. Corbet is okay. I mean, if it's up to 87, that's good, but if it's 70, whatever it was, he's 70, it's not really that ideal at all. Albert looks okay with a possible potential of 89, but you want it to be at the higher reaches of that. Martin looks like he could be pretty good. Same with Nicholas Four. Philip Renault is a no. Maxime Valet looks like he could be alright, along with Xavier Vignet. Pierre Cartier, though, is definitely a no. Rousset's okay. Beaumont's a no. Simon Deluc with a decently high overall, with a possibly as high as 70, isn't too bad at all. Thibaut 4, not as good as his brother, gets rejected. So yeah, it's currently looking decent. The youth scout, the youth. What do you call them? The scouted youth players, I guess. No one really standing out as of yet, though. And our second game of the episode is against Lille, who are having a decent season. I think they're in 4th. I might be wrong. And we are playing at home today, though, so hopefully we will improve on the poor performance we had against Strasbourg and pick up an important win here. We can't let PSG get too far ahead. I believe they won their game as we lost to Strasbourg, so they'll now be 4 points ahead, which isn't ideal. And here it's Lille who have the first chance of the game, and Yazici goes past Kone. He crosses it in to Ikone, and Ikone finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Lille just 5 and a bit minutes in. And you can tell I was disappointed because I skipped through the replay pretty quickly. And yeah, a poor start from us, and we're really going to need to improve later on in this game if we are going to get a result, which is what we want. And here Aouar trying to make something happen. He finds René Adelaide, who beats his man really nicely and then finds the back of the net. What a nice little goal that was there from René Adelaide. The scoop turn wasn't the most impressive touch. It was the next bit where he just took it away from the defender, had him committed, and left him sitting there looking silly. He dived in there, the defender. He shouldn't have. René Adelaide made him pay for his error and then slotted the ball through the legs of the goalkeeper to make it 1-1, and we're back on level terms just 11 minutes after going 1-0 down. But here come Lille through Osimhen, looking to go back ahead, and Ikone really could have got his second of the game there, but Lopez made a good save. Yazici will whip in the corner. It's not headed away, it's headed straight back to Yazici, who looked for Jallo, his shot's blocked. Headed down, blocked again. It falls for Andre, who strikes it off the post, and it's cleared away. And that could have been a very frustrating goal to concede. We blocked a couple of shots, but it just kept falling back to them. But now, can we go and score right at the end of this first half? Depay takes the shot on. It's up in the air, headed back across, and it's another good save by the goalkeeper. Dembele just couldn't quite get to that one first. Or if he did, there was too little distance between the ball and the goalkeeper was able to make a good save. So we head into half-time with the score at 1-1. A decent half. A pretty even half as well. If you... we don't get to see the stats. Too bad. Anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. An even half between the two sides. Hopefully we can come out in the second half and get that important goal to win. But time has ticked away and we're left with just 12 minutes to play. But it's a very deadly looking counter-attack, as we saw has been a theme so far this season. And Jean Lucas puts the ball away into the back of the net to make it 2-1. He gets up on the advertising boardings, celebrates in front of the fans, does the trust fall where his teammates are waiting to catch him and congratulate him for giving us the lead with just 11 or 10 minutes left in the game, plus stoppage time. He holds off Jallo and then just slots the ball past the keeper's toe into the back of the net. John Lucas gets his first goal in the league so far this year. Nicely done by the young man. He's another decent prospect as well. I think he's 72 rated and 20 years old. That could be wrong though. Anyway, there is more time for Lille to still get back into the game. And it falls here for Checker, who goes to Bradaric, who's going to try and get across, and he manages to. And it's saved by Lopez, and then he took the shot on, but it just went across the face of goal. And then it's picked up on the far side, but cleared by Kone. But now, as we enter stoppage time, there might be a chance for us to score a third. On the break, it's Aouar. What can he do? Can he find someone in the middle? He looks for the cross. It's cleared away. Headed back into the area. Cornet tries to hit it in. It's cleared again. It's bouncing about, and there is full time. We get the 2-1 victory. A good, hard-fought victory for us, I will say. Not our greatest performance, but important that we got the 3 points. And in the end, that's all that matters. When you're chasing the title, that keeps us within touching distance of PSG. We can't let them get too far ahead early on in the season or midway through. Otherwise, we will have no chance of catching them and winning the league. And we need more performances like that where we just grind out the victory. So a 2-1 victory it is. As you can see there, they had more shots, but we were more clinical, with 4 of our 5 shots being in target and 2 of our 5 shots resulting in goals. But as you can see there, PSG only drew with Nantes, which means we're back to within 3 points of them. It's just the 2 points separating us. They're on 38, we're on 36. Monaco in 3rd, not too far behind, and Montpellier occupy... Actually, no, there's not 4 Champions League spots in France. There's only 3. So Montpellier occupied the Europa League spot, but we also passed this brand exposure objective, which is only a good thing. But domestic success, critical priority. We got to finish in that Champions League spot, and then next year we got to try and win the title. But that will be it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.